My name's Charles Lamberth, and this speech is entitled Say No or Say Nothing: How to Retain Your Civil Liberties at a Routine Traffic Stop. When was the last time you were pulled over? How often do you get pulled over? According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, 80% of drivers will encounter police at some point while driving. If you're a male, African American, or under the age of 25, you're at an even increased risk. While avoiding the police altogether is a bit unrealistic, it is possible to retain your liberties with 3 easy steps. Prepare, remain silent, and be assertive. Let me explain. Prepare. Preparing is more about common sense than anything. Don't have illegal substances in plain sight, as this gives the officer reasonable cause to search your vehicle. Have your driver's license, vehicle registration, and insurance information in an envelope or somewhere easily accessible, as you are required by law to provide these items. When you are pulled over, keep your hands on the wheel until the officer requests these items. Reaching for them prematurely could lead the officer to question your actions, or hands not being visible could be seen as a sign of violence. The officer could feel threatened, and the situation could escalate very, very quickly. When the officer approaches your vehicle, you're usually bombarded with a storm of questions. Do not answer these questions. Remain silent. If possible, avoid the questions altogether. If the officer pressures you, simply say, "I don't feel comfortable answering these questions without my lawyer." If you have a lawyer, keep a stack of his business cards for just such an occasion. You may simply hand a card to the officer and say, "My legal representation will be happy to answer any questions you might have." The Fifth Amendment gives you the right to remain silent. In fact, the first line of your Miranda rights is, "You have the right to remain silent." Exercise this right every chance you get. If the officer becomes upset or offended, he may purposely try to slow the process and take up your time. That's where step 3 comes in. Be assertive. At this point, you may tell the officer, "I do not consent to any searches." The Fourth Amendment protects you from any unlawful searches and seizures. If the police continue to harass you, you may ask, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" The officer needs reasonable cause to keep you detained for questioning. 9 times out of 10, this question is a ticket to be on your way. Being assertive will speed up the traffic stop and let the officer know you're knowledgeable of your rights. By remembering these 3 simple steps, you can cling to your civil liberties while remaining civil with the officer. Just remember, prepare, remain silent, and be assertive. Next time you're pulled over, you can face the situation with far less stress. You won't give up your constitutional rights, you won't have your belongings searched, and you won't incriminate yourself. So repeat after me. Prepare, remain silent, and be assertive. Now next time you're pulled over, you can face the situation with far less stress. Any questions? Thank you for your time.